Hello and welcome to Let's Play Football Manager Part 30. Number 30 now. We're getting into some stride now, and as you can see, we are almost at Christmas. Yay! Arsenal vs Liverpool at the Emirates. As you know, we have already played Arsenal at the Emirates and we lost, but this is a bit different. This is the League Cup quarter-final. If we win this, of course, we go through to the semi-final, and I think we play Chelsea. So an equally difficult tie. I think is it Chelsea? I can't even remember, to be brutally honest. We've played them so many. So we've drawn so many different people over the last few days, I can't even remember. Is it Tottenham, Chelsea? I can't. Well, it's either Tottenham or Chelsea, so it's equally difficult. Not like we haven't got a walkover tie. Team. Arsenal play poorly against the 4-4-2, as I stressed in the West Brom video. I think it was the West Brom video. That formation analysis, the whole backroom staff meeting thing, pre-match meeting, is vitally important, and I suggest that if you ever do want to win in this game properly, legitimately, without giving yourself a sugar daddy, pay attention to that. I've stuck Gerrard out on the right here, Lucas is in the middle, to give a bit more of a defensive line. Aurelio has come in, was going to be Jovanovic, however, he really isn't doing it for me, and Babel. I actually asked Sammy Lee to pick the team, but Davin Gog was there for some reason, and I thought, well, that's a bit of a stupid call since Babel is reasonably in form and Gog isn't, and I'm probably going to be selling him so I can get a proper striker, and I can move Babel back in here, because I do like Aurelio in real life, but in this he isn't doing it for me at the moment. He seems a little lacklustre. Arsenal, I suppose in this competition you would say they would put the kids out, but these kids have kind of grown into men now with people like Betno, Ramsey, Wilshere, Boué, not Clichy, but you know the type. I think there's only two players. This guy, I can't remember what his full name is, Nord something, and Vela. Well, I know Vela, but obviously I know he's not the most apparent first teamer, but he is a common name now. So I'm not gonna argue now. Whoever told me to say this, ask assistant in the opposition instructions, is a legend. Thank you very much. I know it's taken me a while to incorporate it, because you told me on a video, which was like the first video in a session I recorded, so it would take like a few more videos to record, so that's why it took me ages to remember. So thank you very much. I've forgotten your name, but thank you very much anyway. Right, let's do it to the team talk. I am going to say they can win. You can win, guys, because it's Arsenal and we've never beaten Arsenal at the Emirates. We can win this time though, because it's the League Cup. With it being the League Cup, of course, I'm not going to be restarting this if we do lose, unless it's like some retarded scoreline again. I'm not going to be restarting it. Oh, and Torres nearly had a chance there. It's the League Cup. If we get knocked out, we get knocked out. Tough shit. I'm just going to say. I'm going to starting out by attacking, because I think if we take the game to Arsenal, it might. That's how you do these type of things, I suppose. When you know, not necessarily the underdog, but you've got to go out. Don't sit back. Unless obviously it's opponent, unless you are, again, I'm going to use the old analogy of a sort of non-league opposition going up against Man United, then obviously, well, I suppose you'd have no chance. Even that, just go ahead and set it to attacking, because what have you got to lose? And that's the same here. Set it to attacking. What have you got to lose? What's the point in sitting back? As most Liverpool fans will know, you know, when teams come to Anfield, what's the point in sitting back? Just attack. And that's what happens Liverpool got rattled against Braga, because they went out and attacked at Anfield. Most teams don't usually do that, but that rattled the Liverpool team, and guess what? They lost. Obviously, they got the goal, and then did they get? No, they didn't. They didn't. They got the goal in the first leg. But you know, they came out attacked, didn't score obviously. But you know, if they had scored, then they most likely would have sat back, because they'll have their away goal. Obviously, I know it's a bit different here. Obviously, yeah, we don't have away goals, but you know, you get the idea. But as you can see, yeah, they're doing okay at the moment. And free kick, Boué. It's a bit odd. Aurelio to take this on his left foot, and Almunia. Almunia is apparently a beast on this, which is quite unusual because he just isn't. Oh, and his Agger's hit the bar. Don't believe it. Yeah, but Almunia just isn't a beast, is he? Okay, I'm sure most Arsenal fans would admit he is kind of a little bit lacklustre. You know, with obviously the bringing in of Jens Lehmann, which I actually do support that kind of thing. Bringing in, you know, someone who you hold highly in esteem back to the club, like Jens Lehmann, I'm sure Arsenal do. Oh, and Lucas gets booked there. Panicked then for a sec. Well, yeah, the text came up. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal took them just over half an hour to have the first shot. That's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed so far. By the way, if you liked the introduction to the... Oh, hang on, I'll stop 1 moment. Okay. If you like the introduction to the Everton game, I may be incorporating a more sort of professional look to the series soon, with stuff like that. Obviously, I know that was a bit of a very basic intro. It took me 20 minutes to make in Sony Vegas. But you know, if you liked it, then we'll be applying intros. Not necessarily a long intro, like no more than like 5 to 10 seconds, because I don't really see the point of intros on videos like that. I mean, obviously, unless it's like a montage or something, I suppose. Then yeah, of course, make an intro. But you know, or unless you're like more of a professional editor, I suppose, or whatever. But I don't. But you know, I might make a series now since it's gone on for a while and it may deserve one. So I might apply one. Maybe I might play around with After Effects or something. If I might download a trial for that. Make it very cool, because Sony Vegas intros, for all the worth, they don't actually look that good. If I'm going to be brutally honest, they are like the Windows Movie Maker equivalent of intros, because obviously you can't really make an intro in Movie Maker. If they do, they're just plastic as shit, and no one will take you seriously. Sony Vegas, they are still they're okay, but they're not outstanding. Kind of like this at the moment. We only need to find the one goal now. You know, in the League Cup we have gone to extra time and indeed penalties in the third round and the fourth round, which were against QPR and who? Oh God, who was the other team? Oh, Blackburn. I've kind of forgotten there, so I wonder if we'll go again. I don't think we will. What? Oh, if Torres was just a little bit further forward, he may have got something there. Hey, Stephen Smith, arguably one of the most common names in the English-speaking world. As far as these number of sportsmen called Stephen Smith. Anyway, let's get back to some rambling now. Sorry about that. There we go. See Gerrard getting forward, playing out wide. Oh, and that slipped in for Torres. He just hit it against Almunia. That was awful. He could place it round him or anything, but no, he just smashes it in his face. And Walcott's offside. Well, we had the chance there. I said Arsenal might actually get it, but we're equally looking as good. This is what, again, look what happens when you set it to attacking. It doesn't happen every time, I will admit, but you set it to attacking, you've got nothing else to lose. Go for it. And once again, in the League Cup, we go to extra bloody time. See, the morale's all very good. Oh, not very good. It's all good, superb, okay. That's okay. As long as they're not poor, it doesn't matter. Right, I don't care about the condition. I'd like to get into the semi-finals of this. It would be good for, I'd say, the CV. I think that's a bit of a cliched statement, but you know, it's good to look on your record. It's good to see, you know, it'd be like Liverpool League Cup semi-finals, because it has this thing when you get to the semi-final of any competition, it will say League Cup semi-finalists, and that's what it will refer to you as. And obviously, if you're getting, obviously, it'll put stuff, it'll prioritise other things. But God, this is going to be a tense game. It's again Arsenal. Arsenal probably are going to score it. They seem the more likely, I suppose. I mean, the bookings again, totting up, but look how long this game's gone on for. It's no surprise really. Oh, that's just gone to Bue. That was a tight one again. Oh, it's too tense. Arsenal always seem to have. Oh, and that's gone on for a corner. Arsenal always seem to have the upper advantage in these time periods as well. I don't know what it is. I'd always favour Arsenal to get something here, especially at the Emirates. If it was at Anfield, I'd still, well, I don't know, even then I'd still fancy Arsenal a bit. Ooh, I'm not saying I don't fancy us, I don't want to say I have the backing of the players, but you know, with this game, and Sanya's been booked for handball. You know what this game's like. Oh, it's an absolute nightmare. Look at this. Who the hell is Anthony? I assume he's like a new signing, I suppose. Since he's wearing the number 12, and that's gonna. God, it's going all over the place. It's just hit the bar. We are absolutely hanging in there. Damn right we are, commentator. We are absolutely hanging in there. Look, there's 15 seconds of first half remaining, and the fucking score. Don't believe it. And Stephen Smith, though, the guy I won't say berated as such, but he's just scored. I don't believe it. Doesn't want him about putting the kids out. He would put the kids out eventually, and obviously they've got the. Oh, fucking hell. Let's have a look at this. Who the hell is marking him? I'm sorry, who is this? Daniel Agate. Well, the one thing he didn't win in the Aero Day, they've gone ahead and scored. I don't believe it. I've only had 3 shots on target. Oh, fucking... I'm sorry, we're going to have to go for this now. We are absolutely going to have to go for it. I'm not going to overload yet, but obviously I'll overload it in like the last 5 minutes. You know, you might as well lose the game 2 or 3-0 and lose it 1-0. Go down fighting. Right then, Reina now. Okay, Reina at this point would be out, and he would have thrown that to the halfway line in real life if he was in this much of a hurry. There seems to be no urgency at the moment. They seem to be sort of very like waiting for the ball. Here's Torres. He's in. Goal! Fernando Torres does it. That's a fantastic finish, and we're back in this tie. Well then, I was not expecting him from that angle, from that pace, with the pace of the ball going there. I would not have expected him to put that away. Let's see Babel, what's he doing? That is a fantastic ball. I think that was a bit of an element of luck in there, but Torres pulled that one away. Finally beats Almunia. He's been an absolute wall today, which, as I've said, is a bit unrealistic. But I was not expecting us to get a goal here. I'm going to be brutally honest. I think we scored 1, which was quite a fluky goal. I think at the Emirates, and it was 2-1. I think it was. When we played them in the Premier League, but obviously if we're going to maybe hopefully won't give another goal away. Can we get something on the break here with Babel? Nope. And Jovanovic just didn't even move. Something happened there. Oh, and Rin again. Oh my word, don't give a penalty. Oh, I thought, you know when you can just see a penalty coming. You know when you can see a penalty coming, and 2 players next to each other, and the game sort of, for that very split second, just stops. There's going to be a foul. You can just see, and why are we giving the ball away so cheaply? We're giving the ball away far too cheaply in areas that we can't afford when the players next to each other like that. Come on. Oh, Torres! Goal! It's 2-1! He's turned it round! Fernando Torres, he's done all the... Was it offside? We'll have a look at this, but it's 2-1 and there's 7 minutes left. And I'm getting this excited for a fucking quarter-final. Imagine what it'll be like in the final. There's no way that was meant. Was Torres offside? You can be the judge of that. Rewind it if you want. Have a look at that. Was Torres offside? Well, sod the overload. Sod the overload now. Let's take everyone back here. Let's get everyone back now. I'm just going to pull everyone back. And I think Torres just had another chance there. Let's contain. Let's go back to rigid. We've got... There you go. Will that do anything? Will this do anything? Because this is what you've got to do. You've got to stay. I don't think we've ever won in extra time. I don't think I have ever actually won in extra time in general football management terms. And if the game stopped, why have you stopped? It's not... I swear to God, if it crashes, and this is a great game. Don't crash on me. There we go. The time is running out. And we are in to the semi-finals. We have beaten Arsenal. That is the first, I think that's one of the few times I've ever beaten Arsenal. And we are into the League Cup semi-finals. I don't believe it. Fernando Torres does it again. He shouldn't even be here, but he's done it. I don't believe it. So, let's have a look at the old fixtures, and we'll have a look at who we're going to be playing. Because I've forgotten. I think it's if you've got a good memory, you may be able to remember. That's the Premier League. So, and Aston Villa have beaten Chelsea. Look at that. Let's see. Yeah, League Cup final against Chelsea. So not only do we have Chelsea in the semi-finals of the League Cup, we also have them in the third round. Well then, we'll check all that out in a moment. Let's see. Liverpool to play Chelsea in the semi-final, and it's going to be at Anfield. It's going to be at Anfield. We have a genuine chance now of winning that. It's going to be on the 12th of January, so it's a fair bit away. It's actually not too far away, but I'm looking forward to that. And as you can see, Mario Balotelli is in the reserves. Now that is interesting. As you can see, we are fortunate to beat Arsenal. Well, tough shit. It's the League Cup. It's a thing here, as you can see. Scrape win. I know it's a scrape, but who gives a fuck? You know, who really gives a fuck? It's a cup quarter final. Let's see. Blatant foul by Paul Konchesky. He did not see it. I'm surprised he saw that one, to be brutally honest. Never sees much. I didn't see it. Liverpool versus Chelsea and Tottenham versus West. So if we do beat Chelsea, we will either play Tottenham or Aston Villa. It's not going to be Birmingham this year, unfortunately. Well then, after such drama, we now bring it down to earth with a bang as we play Fulham, who are sitting 9th in the Premier League, which is interesting, on Boxing Day. That's the Boxing Day fixture. So that's very nice. And as you can see... oh, wow, look at that. We play Chelsea in the FA Cup, and then we play them again. They're both at home. That's interesting. We play them... oh, wow. Oh, let's have a look at the detailed fixture list. Got to see this. So, we play Blackburn, and then 3 years later we play Chelsea in the FA Cup, and then we play them in the League Cup semi-final first leg, and then of course there's legs, isn't there? The semi-final second leg a few weeks later. So that's, and then do we play them and play them again at home in March? Wow. Wow. Well, remember years ago when we used to play them? I can't believe this. Let's just check the Premier League, just out of curiosity again. Nothing's changed, just to let you know. Well, I think this video has certainly run its course. Big win there. We are into the semi-finals of the League Cup. We'll play Chelsea as bloody usual. That's going to set up a marathon of events when we do play Chelsea. So any Chelsea fans, you can look forward to that. We're going to be playing. I think there's going to be at least one win for both of us at some point. We're going to have to say about that one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I certainly have. I'll see you for the Fulham game. Goodbye.